Step onto a magic carpet. At your feet to transport you back in time. Gently sailing over the years. See in the distance a precious memory of your childhood or youth. This is the happiest moment you can remember, and it brings you great delight to think of it. Your magic carpet lands you right into that wonderful place and time. Where are you? How old are you? What time of year is it? What are you doing? Who are you with? What do you see in the room or area around you? How does your body feel? What is the sensation in your heart? What about this memory is so precious to you? Enter into the experience as if you are there now. Relive it and enjoy your favorite feelings. Step back and hold the perspective of your whole life since that moment. What has become of that child? Is the magic of that happy person still real and alive? Or has it become covered over, hidden, or lost? Quite possibly that radiant being has been covered with layers of protection. If your heart was hurt, you may have developed defenses to buffer that child from the pain you encountered. And it was wise to do so. Thank yourself for protecting that vulnerable being. But now, it is time for you to bring that child out of hiding so you can once again enjoy its innocence, playfulness, and creativity. Now, as an adult, you've developed the strength, wisdom, and skills to protect that child when necessary. And let it come out to play when you like. As your adult self now, approach the beautiful child in your vision, the one that still lives within you, and hold this precious innocent being in your arms. Hold him or her so close to your heart that the child feels the strength of your love. Gently press his or her head against your chest and stroke the child's forehead with all the kindness, caring, and nurturing you have to give. Feel the deepest connection with this beautiful child, which is you. Now speak words of tenderness to this inner child. Tell her or him the things you wish you had heard as a child. Be to yourself the parent you wish you had. Give your inner child so much love that you bring it back to life. And once again, he or she feels safe to breathe, dance, and be silly. Now, listen to your inner child's response. It has some very important things to tell you. Open to receive its message. Be with your child in whatever way you like. a sense of wholeness and integration. Invite this child to step onto the magic carpet with you. Sitting on the carpet with the child in your arms. Together you lift off the ground and soar over the terrain of your life. Holding your inner child tightly to you, feel that you have recaptured a key to your happiness. Each day, take some time to invite your child to come out and play. The adventure of your life is not over. It is just beginning.
So welcome to Unity. I'm Reverend Anna Haukangas, and it's my absolute delight to be here with you today. It's always a great day in Unity. So we're going to begin with this song, I Love Myself the Way I Am, by Jay Josephs, and of course our amazing Emilio Zaras. So join in if you would.
We're all good. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful, I'm capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. Love you just the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. When I feel the love inside myself, it's easy to love you. Behind your fears, your rage and tears, I see your shining star. And I love you just the way you are. I love the world the way it is, 'cause I can clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. I love myself the way I am, and still I wanna grow. But change outside can only come when deep inside I know I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. Yes, I love myself just the way I am. You're beautiful and capable of being the best you can be. And I love you just the way you are. Just the way I am. So I love you just the way you are. And we can love the world just the way it is. 'Cause I love myself just the way I am.
Isn't that a great song? It is so great to be here with you today. I hope that you enjoy what we have coming up. I know I'm usually the speaker, but today we have a special guest, and you'll find out in a few minutes. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. Please put a comment in the live chat that you're here or in the comment section below. We'd love to get to know you a little bit. Let us know who you are and how you found us, what you thought of the service. And let's begin with something that I love to do, and that is opening intention. So join with me in consciousness for this affirmative prayer. And let's focus on being the peace that we each wish to see in the world. So close your eyes if that's comfortable. And bring your attention down from your head and your thoughts to your heart center. And let's just take a moment to connect with the spirit within, to connect with the peace that abides at the center in our hearts. The infinite mind of God, which is everywhere present, fills my conscious awareness with absolutely everything that I require to be the peace that I wish to see in the world. And I know that it radiates out from me and creates a better world for me, and as a consequence for everyone I encounter. I am so grateful to know this truth, to be this truth, and to release this truth, allowing Spirit to fulfill its mission through me. I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is. Our next song is my favorites, and it's a fairly new song by Amy Steinberg, Intimate with the Infinite, and Emilio Zaris.
Let me be deep let me be deeply revealed. I want to be one with the knowing, ever present, ever growing. Let me remember what's real. Give it to me, God. I'm ready to receive your love.
Today's absolute word is authenticity, and this is given to us by Paul Hasselbeck. I am free to be my true self. Today I may be called to fill many roles: parent, child, spouse, partner, friend, neighbor, co-worker, consumer, citizen. As I contemplate the unwavering power of infinite love, I understand that my true self, my authentic self, is divine. I know how to speak and act for the highest good of all concerned. I express myself with courage and compassion. In strife, my words and actions bring forth peace, reconciliation, and wholeness. In accord, my contribution is a magnet for joy, beauty, and abundance. Trusting my authentic self, I call upon the glory of my infinite potential to transform ordinary circumstances into magnificent possibilities. And now the song, The Power of One, sung by Emilio Zaras.
Life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when so much is on the line. But you can make a difference. With courage, you can set things right. The gift to dream and make dreams real is yours and mine. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life would be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key to the power of one. Each of us is chosen. There's a mission just for you. Just look inside, you'll be surprised what you can do. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life will be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key to the power of one, and one place. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart that flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life will be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key. It's inside of you and me. Each of us holds the key to the power of one.
Well, remember at the beginning I told you we have a special guest today. Well, we have Alan Cohen. And for those of you that don't know who Alan Cohen is, let me give you a little information. Alan Cohen is the author of 28 popular inspirational books. He's also really an expert in A Course in Miracles. He also has written the best-selling The Dragon Doesn't Live Here Anymore, the award-winning A Deep Breath of Life, and the classic Are You as Happy as Your Dog? I hope that you enjoy this bit of an introduction to A Course in Miracles brought to you by Alan Cohen. So enjoy. And now for our special guest.
Welcome, everybody. So nice to see you once again. Thank you for joining us. And today we're going to dive into a very powerful topic. Before we do, I always like to start the meeting with a moment of dedication. So if you would, let's just take a breath together. We recognize that this group has come together by divine appointment, whether you're watching live or to the recording. And we also recognize that there are things moving in your life that could use healing or awakening or opening. So we dedicate our time together to the advancement of your soul, to relief from fear and guilt, and to opening your heart to all that you can be. Maybe just one little step today, but one step is powerful. So we ask blessings and healing for each person. We know that in spirit it is already so. And if you care to say with me out loud, and so it is. And so it is. Today's lesson is really exciting to me because it really pierces to the heart of A Course in Miracles. There's really nothing like the Course. There are things that are similar, but the Course really describes the universe in terms that are so clear and so unambiguous that it has to get our attention. And in today's lesson, we're going to look at relief from sin, relief from fear, relief from guilt. And what is more powerful than feeling you're guilty or sinful or wrong, and then someone coming along saying, forget it, it ain't happening, you're off the hook, case dismissed. And that's exactly what the Course does. It relieves you from any sense of burden, of guilt, of sin, of obligation, of punishment. How cool is that? I mean, there's really no other healing in the world that goes beyond this. So let's dive in. And I want to begin with a true story that happened to me many years ago. I was visiting Spokane, Washington, and I had a friend there named Alden Kroll, very nice guy. And Alden offered to take me from one appointment to another. And before I was to meet him, I had a massage appointment. So I got a very nice massage, and I fell asleep on the massage table. And the therapist thought, well, the guy needs to sleep, so she didn't wake me up. And I slept for a little while. And by the time I got up, I realized that I was going to be late for my appointment where my friend Alden was supposed to pick me up. And sure enough, when I got there, it was so long since he had come that he had given up and he'd gone home. And I felt terrible. Here this guy had offered to give me a ride out of the goodness of his heart, and I selfishly fell asleep on the massage table and missed my appointment with him. And so I happened to see him the next day, and I said, Alden, I am so sorry. I fell asleep, and I know you were waiting for me, and it was so kind of you, and I just feel horrible that I missed my appointment with you. And he said something to me that changed my life. He said, that's all right. He said, would you like a ride somewhere else today? And that stunned me, because in a worldly sense, somebody who had been stood up or blown off like that would have said, forget you, I'm not going to take you anywhere. But what he did was he proved to me that what I believed was a sin was not really a sin, that I had not really hurt him. And I want to suggest that this is actually the essence of the entire Course in Miracles right here, to demonstrate that what you believe you did to wrong God, to wrong people, to wrong yourself, has had no real effect whatsoever. Now, we make errors, but the Course distinguishes between a sin and an error. The Course says that a sin requires punishment, but an error simply requires correction. So the Course wants to get us off the hook from any belief in punishment. It wants us to correct our errors, but not from some wrathful God. The Course defines God only as a God of love. And I'll tell you one more cute story, and then we'll go to some quotes from the Course. Many years ago also, I was visiting some friends in Toronto, and it was springtime, and that area in Canada is a lovely fruit area, so we went out and we bought a bunch of strawberries. And we were driving home, and I was sitting in the back seat next to the bag of strawberries. And I was just casually picking strawberries out and munching on them. And when we got back to the house, I realized that I had eaten a lot of the strawberries. I wasn't really conscious of how many I was eating. And so the hostess said, well, I can't wait to get in the house now and make some strawberry shortcake. And I go, oh, man. So I said, Christine, I have a confession to make. I said, I'm sorry, I ate a lot of the strawberries. So I said, I guess that means I don't get any strawberries on my piece of cake. So that was my idea of self-punishment. And she said, oh, no, Alan. She said, because you like strawberries so much, it means that you get extra strawberries on your cake. And I tell these two stories because both of them reverse the cause and effect that we've been taught is required in a world of sin and punishment. In both cases, the people demonstrated to me that I was not bad, I did not need to be punished. And the Course says to demonstrate to your brother that the sin he believes he has committed has had no effect on you. Now that's huge. That's huge, because we spend a lot of our time demonstrating how our brother's sin has hurt us. So the Course says your mission is very simple. You are asked to live so as to demonstrate that you are not an ego. Now, egos can be hurt. Egos can be offended. Egos can be victims. Egos can be damaged. Egos can demand retribution. And the Course wants us to rise above that. There's a very profound section in the text called Above the Battlefield. And it says there's this whole battlefield going on Earth, and if you're not careful, you will get caught up in it. But you have the ability to rise above the battlefield and exist in a dimension and a reality that far transcends what keeps so many people on the earth suffering. Wow. The Course in Miracles literally is a guide to the end of suffering. It really is. Our personal suffering and global suffering. That's what it is. Nothing less than that. The Course says, this is even more powerful. It says, all that you believe must come from sin will never happen. Wow. Does that reverse a lot of what religions have taught us? We're going to hell for eternity. We will suffer. And the Course says that we make up stories about what sin is and what punishment is, which has nothing to do with reality or God's truth. So take a moment. I've meditated on this lesson quite a bit. Take a moment to think about what you think will happen as a result of your sins. Think of the worst thing you've ever done or are doing, and the punishment that you expect. And the Course says this will not happen. God will not punish you. That's a big one, isn't it? I recall one of my Japanese clients told me that he married at a young age and he very much wanted to have children. And his wife was infertile. And he divorced her. And years later, he married another woman, and they had a child. And the child was disabled. And this man came to me and said, I really believe that God has cursed me with this child because I divorced my first wife who was infertile. And I asked him a few questions. I said, do you love your daughter? Oh, yeah. Does she open your heart? Oh, yes. Does she make you, I know she's difficult to deal with her disability, but does she make your life better in any way? Yes. She's such a blessing to me. I can't imagine not having her. So I said, well, maybe your daughter's disability is not a curse, but maybe it's a blessing that gives you an opportunity to love more. And certainly she has her soul lessons around it as well. So be careful, be very careful what you interpret as a punishment or a curse. Because as we said before, every minus is half of a plus waiting for a stroke of vertical awareness. So the next time you expect a punishment or something that happens that you believe is a punishment, remember this sentence, that punishment is not in God's consciousness, it's in man's consciousness. Voltaire said, God created us in his image and likeness, and we return the compliment. So we make up stories about God that match human foibles, not God's wholeness. Now, the Course goes on to say, what has no effect does not exist, and to the Holy Spirit the effects of error are non-existent. So what this, it wants to remove from our consciousness the whole idea that we make mistakes that are irreparable. And that we're causing problems that can't be fixed. To God, our errors are non-existent. In fact, in the Course, it even tells us, do not see error. Do not see error. Now, that's a big one. Now, it doesn't mean that, if you're measuring to build a house and something's off, you're not supposed to see it. It's talking about errors of judgment, where we're seeing life through eyes of judgment. That's the kind of error that the Course is wanting to head us off from. Now, this is my favorite. It says, forgive your brother for what he didn't do. In other words, we are taught that forgiveness means you did something really terrible to me, but now I will overlook it. I will be magnanimous. I will be bigger than you. I will forgive you. They say we bury the hatchet, but then we remember where we buried it. So we usually think of forgiving our brother for what he did do. He hurt us, but we're going to overlook it. The Course is reversing that too. It says, forgive your brother by recognizing that what you thought he did to you did not really happen. Now, there are physical things that happen. I mean, people make mistakes and do things that would appear to hurt other people in the world of separation. But what the Course is really saying is that what you think happened is a story that you made up. A physical thing happened, but then you made up a story around it that cast you as a victim, and this other person is a villain. So forgive your brother, wipe out what you think he did, and recognize that it was your interpretation that made it seem like a sin. Now, of course, tables are turned, and if you can forgive your brother for what he didn't do, you can forgive yourself for what you didn't do. Isn't that interesting? Wow. See, there's nothing like this. It really runs deep. And so I want to point you to not a book so much as a phrase. This was called, his name was Papaji, and he was a teacher in the Advaita tradition, non-dualism, holist tradition. And I actually have not read this book, but I love the title. I'm not recommending the book. I'm sure it's quite good, actually. But the title, Nothing Ever Happened. You can meditate on this for a lifetime. In other words, when you wake up from the dream of physicality and life and death and illusion and separation, you will realize that nothing has ever disturbed God. That God is love and only love. God is life and only life. And nothing you could do in the earth plane could disturb the wholeness and the presence and the love and the beauty and the power and the eternality of God. And the Course says in 100 times, in 100 ways, what you think is so real and solid in this life is just a dream. And so terrible things can happen in a dream, but when you wake up from the dream, they're all gone. So the Course, the whole purpose of A Course in Miracles is to get us to wake up from the dream in which suffering is real and we and other people deserve punishment. What a radical shift. Now, Christ taught that he taught this in different words 2,000 years ago, but it's the same message, isn't it? So the Course says, now are we saved indeed. And another place in the Course it says, it's not what you're being saved from that's important. It's what you're being saved for. In other words, God has a destiny for us. And if you're being saved, it's to enable you to live out your highest destiny. For in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure, but only good can come to us. Oh, look at that last sentence. Sure that only good can come to us. So if you want a good meditation, Sit in the morning and say, only good can come to me. God promised me only good can come to me. Today only good can come to me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Same thing the Course says. And finally, you can indeed depart in peace, because I have loved you as I love myself. This is Jesus speaking as the author of the Course. You go with my blessing and for my blessing. Hold it and share it, that it may always be ours. You can depart in peace. What a burden is taken off our shoulders. And even in the New Testament, Jesus said, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. He didn't say, I'm going to scare the hell out of you by threatening hell. He said, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Course in Miracles made easy. And not many people think the Course is hard, but the more I go through the Course, the more references to easy I find it. It says over and over and over again, it says this Course is easy. It's a lot easier than carrying a burden for the rest of your life, isn't it? It says you make it hard by your self-punishment and thoughts of sin and what you think you need to do to pay off your sins. Can we claim our freedom today? Can we dump our past? Can we step into the glorious now? Can we forgive ourselves? Can we forgive others? Can we let ourselves off the hook? Can we say, case dismissed, I'm going to get on with my life? Can we say, today's a new day, I want to start over? Can we say, I love you? What else can we say? And as always, I'm going to close with a prayer. So let's take a breath together. Thank you, Great Spirit, for showing us a way out of hell. Thank you for giving us the tools to relieve suffering. Thank you for demonstrating that the cruel world we thought was so absolute is not. May we now open our hearts and our minds to true forgiveness. We ask now to release ourselves, to release others, to release the world from all that we thought it was. We ask to be made new. We ask to step into a new world. We thank you, God, for creating the world in a way that heals us, that lifts us, and empowers us. Truly, we are all coming home. So it is.
Well, we are so blessed to have had Alan Cohen. Thank you so much, Alan Cohen. Let's anchor this message with this wonderful song, It's All Right.
Troubles come, oh, troubles go. One thing I know, it's alright, yeah, it's alright. All these times are changing, the whole world's in a spin. bright. Oh, it's alright, yeah, it's alright. Spend your whole life fighting for everything you got. It's enough to make you crazy. It's alright now, it's alright. So don't stop giving the love you give. Don't you give up on me now. There ain't nothing in your way. Oh, it's alright, yeah, it's alright. It's alright, child, it's alright. No one can take away your light. So keep on shining, shining bright. Oh, it's alright, yeah, it's alright. Say, it's alright now, it's alright. No one can take away your light. So keep on shining, shining bright. Oh, it's alright now, it's alright. Ooh, it's alright now, it's alright. Yeah, it's alright now, it's alright.
So did you learn something new about A Course in Miracles listening to Alan Cohen, or is it something that you're really familiar with? And if not, it's certainly an interesting book to pick up, and there's even a workbook on A Course in Miracles. I invite you to take a look. So let us know what you thought of the talk that Alan Cohen presented. Put it in the live chat or in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. So let's sing this beautiful song together, Say Yes, World, with a little more love, sung by Emilio Zaras.
Everybody's got a little something only you can bring. It's a puzzle, put it all together. Need every piece to make it complete, yeah. Every note to make a symphony. All the voices singing harmony. All the colors of the rainbow shining. Everyone, everyone. Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. Say yes to a world with a little more love. A little more love. Oh. Never feel you're insignificant, like a tiny little grain of sand. What you do, what you say makes a difference. Go ahead and reach out your hand. Open the door, say hello. Stranger today, you might get to know them. A little love just keeps on growing. Change a life without even knowing. Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes to a world with a little more love, a little more love, oh yeah. It doesn't matter where you come from, gender or race, spiritual beliefs or orientation. Everyone has got the same motivation. Love is love, the same situation. Give love, help one another. In this world, there's only each other. One world, human race. Yeah, 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 yes, yes. Say yes, say yes, say yes. Say yes to a world with a little more love, a little more love, oh yeah. Say everyone, everyone, say yes to a world with a little more love, to a world with a little more love.
So how did you enjoy today's presentation? I hope that you did. And I'd like to introduce now Reverend Pat Ball to take care of our prayer section of our service. So here is Pat Ball.
Thank you so much, Reverend Ann and Emilio and our wonderful speakers. We are so blessed. And remember, we are here to pray with you, a prayer of celebration or gratitude, a prayer of support, anything that's on your mind. We will hold that prayer in our hearts for you. And now, let's close with a prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. Amen. And now let's close our service. Sing together, "Let There Be Peace on Earth."
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Oh, see you next week, everybody. And remember, we love you. Bye now.
Bye.